You are exhausted by the content grind. I see it in your eyes. You think you have a discipline problem. You think you are just lazy. Wrong. You do not have a discipline problem. You have a typology problem. You are trying to wear someone else's skin. You are trying to build a brand based on a lie. The myth of authenticity online is killing your creativity. Because a brand is not something you build out there. It is a reflection of what is in here. And if the inside is a stranger to you, the outside will always crumble. Think about it. Why do you feel drained after recording a high-energy video? Maybe because you are an introvert trying to be a performer. Why do you struggle to write detailed, analytical blog posts? Maybe because you are an intuitive trying to be a censor. This mismatch is the root of burnout. It is like trying to run Windows on a Mac. It works for a while, but eventually the system crashes. Carl Jung gave us a map for this. He called it Typology. It is not just a personality test. It is the operating system of your brain. Thinking, feeling, sensation, intuition. These are the four engines that drive how you see the world and how the world sees you. Most creators ignore their engine. They look at what is trending and they try to copy it. But if your engine runs on feeling, on connection and empathy, and you try to build a brand on cold, hard logic, you will fail. Not because you aren't smart, but because you aren't resonant. The audience can smell the disconnect. They can feel the friction, and they scroll past. But when you align your content with your cognitive stack, when you stop fighting your nature and start leveraging it, that is when the magic happens. That is when work stops feeling like work and starts feeling like art. Let's look at two creators, both successful, both authentic, but entirely different. First, meet the sage. He is an INTJ. He rarely shows his face. His videos are long, dense, and meticulously researched. He doesn't do dance trends. He doesn't do day-in-the-life vlogs. He leans into his dominant function, introverted intuition. He connects patterns. He predicts the future. He offers deep, strategic insight. His audience doesn't come to him for a friend. They come to him for a teacher. And he delivers. He is magnetic because he is in his element. Now, meet the entertainer. She is an ESFP. Her content is chaos in the best way possible. She is loud. She is funny. She is constantly interacting with her community. She leans into extroverted sensing. She lives in the moment. She reacts to the world in real time. Her audience comes to her for energy, for connection, for a dopamine hit. She is magnetic because she is alive. Imagine if they tried to switch places. Imagine the sage trying to do a TikTok dance. It would be awkward. It would be painful to watch. Imagine the entertainer trying to write a 50-page white paper on crypto economics. She would be bored to tears, and the result would be mediocre at best. This is the trap. We see someone successful and we think we need to copy their method, but we can't copy their mind. When you try to emulate a type that opposes your own, you enter the shadow side of branding. You become a caricature, a hollow shell. And the worst part? You attract an audience that doesn't actually like you. They like the mask you are wearing. So you are trapped, forced to keep performing a role you hate just to keep the numbers up. That is not a career.
That is a prison. So stop looking at them and start looking at yourself. What comes easy to you? What gives you energy instead of taking it away? That is your compass. That is your archetype calling.
So, how do you find your blueprint? How do you build a brand that feels like home? Here are 3 steps to decode your creator archetype. Step 1. Identify your dominant function. I want you to be honest with me. When you consume content, what hooks you? And when you create, what flows? Are you a thinker? Do you love logic? Do you love taking things apart to see how they work? Do you value truth over harmony? If so, stop trying to be emotional. Your power is in analysis, in debate, in clarity. Your audience wants you to help them understand the world. Think of creators who do deep dives, explainers, reviews. That is your lane. Own it. Are you a feeler? Do you value harmony? Do you make decisions based on values and people? If so, stop trying to be objective. Your power is in connection, in vulnerability, in storytelling. Your audience wants you to help them feel seen. Think of community builders, vloggers, inspirational speakers. That is your lane. Are you an intuitive? Do you live in the future? Do you see patterns and possibilities? Do you get bored with details? If so, stop trying to be practical. Your power is in vision, in trends, in the big picture. Your audience wants you to show them what is possible. Think of futurists, philosophers, trend forecasters. Or are you a sensor? Do you live in the now? Do you trust your 5 senses? Do you value what is tangible and real? If so, stop trying to be abstract. Your power is in experience, in aesthetics, in execution. Your audience wants you to show them how to do it. Think of chefs, artists, fitness coaches, DIY experts. Don't mix these up. Don't try to be everything to everyone. Pick your dominant function and double down on it. Step 2. Align your strategy. Now that you know your engine, pick the vehicle that fits. If you are an intuitive thinker like the INTJ, maybe long-form video or detailed newsletters are your best vehicle. You need space to unpack your ideas. A 15-second TikTok might feel like a straitjacket to you, and that is okay. Don't force it. If you are a sensing feeler, like the ESFP, live streaming might be your superpower. You shine when you can interact, when you can be spontaneous. Writing a script might kill your vibe, so throw away the script, go live. Stop looking at the algorithm. The algorithm changes every week. Your psychology stays with you for life. Build for your psychology, and the algorithm will eventually find you. Because the algorithm loves one thing above all else: retention. And nothing holds attention like a creator who is truly in their flow. And finally, step 3. Collaborate via typology. This is the secret weapon. We often think of the creator economy as a solo game, but the biggest creators, they have teams. And they don't hire people who are just like them. They hire their opposites. If you are a visionary intuitive who has a million ideas but never finishes anything, you don't need another intuitive partner. You need a sensor. Someone who can take your crazy idea and actually build it. Someone who cares about the details, the lighting, the sound, the schedule. If you are a cold, logical thinker who struggles to connect emotionally, hire a feeler to manage your community. Let them be the heart while you are the head. This is how you build an empire, not by trying to fix your weaknesses, but by outsourcing them to someone else's strength. Look at your favorite duos online. I bet you, almost every time you'll see this dynamic. One is the dreamer.
One is the doer. One is the heart. One is the brain. It's Jungian typology in action. So, look at your own projects. Where are you stuck? Are you stuck because you lack skill? Or are you stuck because you are trying to do a job that your brain was not designed to do? Find your opposite and watch your brand explode.
This is not just theory. This is your freedom. So here is your challenge for this week. The My Type Challenge. I want you to pick one, just one, piece of content and create it from the absolute core of your dominant function. Do not think about the algorithm. Do not think about your analytics. Do not think about what your audience wants. If you are a thinker, record a 10-minute unfiltered rant about a topic you are passionate about. Do not edit it. Just speak your truth. If you are a feeler, write a story about a moment that broke your heart. Do not try to make it inspirational. Just make it real. If you are an intuitive, get a whiteboard and map out a crazy future theory. Do not worry if it makes sense. Just explore. If you are a sensor, film a beautiful 10-second shot of something simple. The light on a coffee cup, the texture of a leaf. Do not add music. Just let the image speak. Do this, not for the views. Do it for yourself. Do it to remember what it feels like to create without pressure. To remember what your natural voice sounds like. And when you have done it, or even if you are just ready to commit to it, I want you to come back here and type 2 words in the comments. My type. And then, if you know your Jungian or Myers-Briggs type, share it. INTJ, ENFP, ISFJ, whatever it is. This comment section is not just a comment section. It is a directory. It is a place for you to find your tribe, to find the other sages, the other entertainers, the other visionaries, to see that you are not alone in how you see the world. Remember, the strongest personal brand is not a performance. It is an extension of who you already are. It is effortless because it is honest. Stop building and start revealing.
The world does not need another copy. It does not need another trend chaser. It needs you, your unique perspective, your natural voice, your effortless flow. Trust your type. It is the only compass you will ever need. Now, you know how to build a brand that is authentically you. You know how to sell your true self without selling your soul. But do you understand why people buy? Do you know what ancient, archetypal buttons are being pushed every time you add something to your cart? The multi-billion-dollar brands do, and they use this knowledge every single day. In our next video, Carl Jung and Neuromarketing, we are going to enter the mind of the consumer. We are going to explore how brands tap into the collective unconscious to create irrational loyalty, how the hero, the sage, and the rebel within us are secretly driving our purchasing decisions. This is not just marketing. This is the hidden language of desire. If you are ready to stop guessing and start understanding, subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey. Because the difference between a struggling creator and a thriving one is knowing that you are not selling a product, you are selling a story. And the best stories are timeless.